Severe weather is in our forecast for today and then again tomorrow, as we have a marginal risk of severe weather in our forecast. As the rain chance climbs, the heat dies down, and our heat index is going to reach 104 degrees for many locations this afternoon. I think everybody's going to have the chance to get over 100 degrees. We've got way too much to talk about today, so I don't have time to show the Storm Prediction Center outlook. You'll just have to take my word for it that we're under a marginal risk of severe weather today and a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow. Look at it right now, Wednesday at 8:22. We've got some nasty thunderstorms showing up just off the coast of Charleston and then again off of Georgetown County near the South Santee River. That's producing some cloud-to-ground lightning off the coast, but that didn't impact anybody inland. And then again, we have some light showers showing up in southeastern North Carolina near Southport and also Wilmington. That was a thunderstorm that moved onshore and then died out. So now those areas are seeing some light rain. Otherwise, most of us are waking up this morning to sunny conditions. Do notice, though, that we have a flood watch in effect for some locations in southeastern North Carolina. This will go from 2 o'clock this afternoon to 2 o'clock in the morning tonight. It does include Scotland, Hoke, Moore, and also Lee counties in North Carolina in the forecast area, and then it includes other counties to the west and to the north. But for the forecast area, it's mainly areas into the north and west. We're going to see the storm chance this afternoon increase around noon. That's going to continue into the late afternoon and early evening as we have a marginal risk that's really going to increase our thunderstorm chances later on this afternoon with the south-southwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That will help draw in more humidity and thus making our heat index this afternoon get very close to 100 degrees. We're looking at 104 for Charleston, and for Florence and other locations are going to be seeing the heat index get very close to 100 degrees, if not a few degrees below or above 100 degrees. Nonetheless, don't focus in on the exact numbers. Just know that it is going to be a hot day anywhere you go in the Carolinas. And take a look at the future radar. This is for 5 o'clock in the afternoon today. And we're actually seeing a line, if you will, of heavy thunderstorms show up in the eastern part of the Carolinas. And notice we have these dark reds and purples showing up in the future radar map. This is a good indication that severe weather is going to be a possibility today. So these thunderstorms could have 58 mile per hour wind gusts as well as 1-inch size hail. We're not looking at a big tornado threat. The chance of it isn't zero, but the chance of it is very low, so I wouldn't really worry about tornadoes, but just do know that the chance of severe weather this afternoon is going to be a little bit more elevated than our typical summertime pattern that we're used to around here. Something else I want to bring your attention to, I showed this on social media yesterday. We have this big plume of Saharan dust. It sounds crazy, right? That we have Saharan dust all the way from Africa, and the westerly winds are blowing it into North America and thus making our air quality here very poor and also giving our visibility sort of a haze. But the main factor of this Saharan dust is that it's going to suppress any tropical activity that we have in the Atlantic Ocean. But my thinking is once this Saharan dust moves on out, we're going to really start to see the hurricane season get active very quickly. And this isn't something that's uncommon for this time of the year. We're already watching something out in the Gulf of America that could develop later on in July. Yeah, there you go. I said it. I'm not afraid to say Gulf of America. I'm not going to walk over to that side of the screen. I think you have enough sense to figure out where the Gulf of America is on the map. But just do know that's going to be a possibility, not a definite thing, but just something to watch later on into July and early August. That's that slow Gulf low that usually recycles this time of the year around the end of July and the beginning of August. But thunderstorms are going to be possible in our forecast in the near term. Today, Thursday, and Friday, we're going to see an elevated thunderstorm chance with high temperatures reaching near 95 for many of us. And then look, every single day on the 7-day forecast, we've got thunderstorms in the forecast. It's more of a slight chance back to our daily pattern for the rest of the weekend and into next week. Temperatures are going to remain the same all 7 days, though. Highs will be in the mid-90s and low temperatures are going to be in the low to mid-70s.